We're moving on now from adoration to confession, the C. Most of us, when we hear the word confession, we have one of two reactions. Either our hearts start pounding because we think there's just so much to recount again and again, and we'll have to get out our journals and start back when we stole Candyland money from our brother because we really couldn't stand to lose. That one might just be me. But some of you can definitely understand where I'm coming from on this one. But there's the other side of folks who kind of say like, confession, that's not something that's part of my walk of faith, and instead we kind of will just sort of do a God forgive me for generic blanket coverage, sin, etc. And so I think today I just kind of wanted to encourage us that there is a confession component to our lives that is both relevant and manageable. It doesn't have to be just one extreme or the other. And so Psalm 139 is an amazing example. Verses 23 and 24, we're just going to walk through them slowly. And so I'm going to read them, and then we'll walk through them with a little prayer interspersed. And again, there'll be questions on the My Sunday page that you can also go through in addition to our prayer here. So verses 23 and 24 say, "Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way, and lead me in the way everlasting." And so one more time, and just we'll pray, and feel free to do your own prayer as we go along. Search me, O God, and know my heart. God, we just take a few moments to ask you to search our hearts today. Thank you that even when we don't seek you, you love us. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. Lord, I confess my frustrations and anxieties. So many times I think I'm doing really, really well, and then something even really simple stresses me out. It can be anything from a work conversation, event at home, even positive stuff like the chance to hang out with people. Am I gonna do okay? Am I gonna say something stupid? So easily I just drift into letting my mind spin and being anxious, and I fail to take my thoughts captive. God, in doing so, please show us injustices and brokenness in us and around us that we've ignored by focusing on ourselves. Forgive us for falling so short. The next line says, "See if there's any offensive way." God, there are days when I feel like so much of my life is offensive to you. I want to please you, but like Paul says, so often I do what I don't want to do. Reveal to me the patterns of sin in my life and where I've trusted in earthly kings and kingdoms rather than in you and your kingdom. Lead me in the way everlasting. God, your ways are amazing. We trust you, we know that. They last far longer and are far greater than any of my desires, any of my fears. Help me to embrace you and follow your desires for me in the way that is true.